Welp, here we are on YouTube, Ryan. How you doing?
Great.
I'm sorry, I'm so excited. Yeah. Gonna go inner tubing later?
Well, from what I know about Avatar 2 is that it's about water. That's all I know. All I know is there's a lot of water in this one, apparently. That's what I've heard. So I thought a water background would be apropos.
A wado wado.
Now, did you see the first Avatar, Nathan?
Yes, I watched it many times. I was fascinated by it because when it came out, it was like I don't know if I've ever seen CGI that good ever before,
Right.
and it really was the kind of movie that you want to go see in the big screen. It like kind of reinvigorated the big screen at the time. A lot of people were kind of retreating more to their couches, and that movie was kind of like, no, it's better, come back. So I loved it.
Yeah, James Cameron, he's such a divisive individual, which I think is kind of funny, but look, the guy knows how to make a film. And he's made a couple good ones in his life.
Yeah.
Terminator 1 and 2, Aliens, The Abyss,
Hmm.
Avatar, Titanic. I mean, this guy has made blockbuster films. And I know those sequels have been announced a long time ago. This has been 13 years since the original. Whatever. I mean, I think there was a big timeline too between Terminator 1 and 2. No, not as long, but anyways, whatever. He wanted technology to be better, is my understanding. So I'm really curious to see what this trailer reveals. We're on our computer, we're not on the big screen, but it'll be interesting to see just what it looks like, what it is that he was waiting for, and what it is that we're going to see regarding how it looks. Because at the end of the day, the original Avatar, not much to the story as far as like it didn't reinvent the wheel in storytelling. Visually, it was fascinating to watch. It almost felt like you were on a ride at Disneyland. When I watched it, it was
Hmm.
like it was like an experience.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm
Hmm.
very curious what this is going to look like. So without further ado, let's
Yeah. Let's see if
let's
it.
just watch this thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Way of Water. There you go. Yeah. Or December. Yeah.
I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family.
Ooh.
Is our fortress.
Okay. Initial thoughts.
Um.
I like the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. It was a perfect. I liked it. I don't know why, but I like the way it built. I like that soundtrack. It had like ethereal. Is that the word? I always get that word wrong.
Ethos or ethereal.
Yes, boy, I hate that word. But you know what I'm talking about. Like,
Yep.
it has
Yep.
that, yeah, fantasy sound to it.
Hmm.
Obviously, the photorealism is really, improved. You can see it looks like I couldn't quite tell. Is this really good makeup or is this people in a forest? So those photorealistic was really blending. I couldn't tell quite. I mean, obviously they don't look like that, so they look like more like real creatures
Hmm.
instead of just CGI creatures. So that's
Hmm.
really an improvement there. I know there's parts 3 and 4 have already been greenlit apparently, or are in production. So
Wow.
I think they've already filmed a lot of those footage, like a la the Lord of the Rings did.
Okay.
So I think they've already knocked out like the next trilogy. So I think the sequel is not just this, they're not going to wait 13 more years. I think they're doing 2, 3, and 4 right now.
Okay. like
I
back
think.
to back.
To back.
Okay, well, that's cool. That I like that consistency, because it sure felt like at the end of that one, it was like, okay, bring on the next one, and it was kind of like this waiting game of whether they were going to release it or not. I'll say this, like the trailer, it matched what I thought,
You're right.
but I'll be honest, I'm a little bit. I hate saying underwhelmed, but that's kind of the general. I thought, okay, this is good. It'll be an Avatar film. Judging by the trailer is not a good judge, so I think trailers often are misleading. So it might be one of those things where people will go to the movie and they'll be like, it is good, it's so much better, and then it'll build and then people will go.
I think that's what the first one was like. I remember when the first one was
Absolutely, yeah.
talked about. I was like, all right, whatever. Avatar.
No.
I don't remember being excited for Avatar until the word of mouth came out. And
Yeah.
James Cameron's really good at it, and I think they're doing the right thing here. Not by giving us an underwhelming trailer. I think it's also just to tell people, look, we do have a movie.
That's kind of where I'm getting at. It's like this is more, feels like a teaser trailer than an actual, because
I think it officially is a teaser. Yeah.
there's not much story or anything given to you there, just that there's another sequel and it's beautiful and come watch it. So maybe they're hoping for that same, response is what I'm getting at.
They don't have to show a lot. Here's the thing: they don't even, with a movie like Avatar, and look, they have it actually has a huge fan base. There's a lot of naysayers, and there's always been naysayers. There's naysayers about Star Wars, but it doesn't mean it still makes billions of dollars. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
There's always naysayers. They're the most vocal. Like people like you and I just don't even go on the internet and say, no, James Cameron. I just don't even bother. So nobody's hearing my opinion that way. So my opinion right now is, I'm going to see it. Like I'm going to watch it. Like that's what I'm going to do. And I think even the naysayers have to watch. They have to watch it. They can't, even if they want to tear it apart. They're going to buy the ticket. And and this is the movie that you have to watch in the theater. You can't watch this on your iPhone.
No, you can't. Yeah. So let's just officially say on this channel, we will not be reacting to this movie as a wait and see from the comfort of Welp on our computer screens. This is when I'm watching in theaters.
Yeah, we give a quick review maybe afterwards, but
a review would be appropriate. Yes.
Yeah. So our reaction to the teaser is, that's the thing. You didn't even need to show me. If they just said tomorrow it's going to be released, I'd just go watch it. Like that's the thing. Like in fact, I'm not going to watch any more trailers.
Yeah.
I actually don't want to know anything. I saw enough. Yeah.
I know. I agree.
It looks good. It looks sharp. The CGI looks amazing. It's like you said, I'm not surprised. It's James Cameron. He's going to deliver the goods. It's going to look good. Storytelling might be what it is. James Cameron, look, Titanic is kind of boring, but it's an incredible epic. Yeah, it is like he's able to produce this epic type of productions. It makes you feel like you're going to the movies again. And so kudos to James Cameron to always make you feel like you're going to the movies with James Cameron.
Yeah. I think his storytelling is phenomenal, just from my perspective. Some of my favorite movies of all time, Aliens, and this movie, of course.
T2.
Yeah, T2. I thought the storytelling was done well. Filmmaking, really, through storytelling. I thought he did a phenomenal job. He's really good at teasing emotions and getting them, bringing those out through film. So I'm looking forward to that side of it. Absolutely.
You know what I'm hoping for, Nathan? In this Avatar 2?
I'm gonna guess blue boobs.